Welcome to episode 1 of Boring Broth. Yay!
The show's around.
You do know how to play Rock, Paper, Sock, right?
I know how to play Rock, Paper, Sock. Jesus Christ. Me.
It's her
Hush.
boobies.
No.
It's
Hush.
her boobies. You love her boobies.
Out.
We're gonna get it right. This is the first
We're gonna get it
episode.
right. This is the first. We're just kind of feeling our way through it.
I went to look at the things that I could have possibly done. Maybe I was involved. Maybe I was. You don't know. You weren't there. Hello, everyone. Well, really? Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 2, part 1 of Boring Broth. It's good to see you again.
What up there, folk?
We are your hosts.
I'm Nick.
I'm Miss A, and today's topic is anime. Something very near and dear to both of our hearts. Wonderful, isn't it? How this is going to work is...
Wait.
Of course.
It's going to show so many flaws in my anime game. I can't wait.
You know what? I hope you... Okay, let's get into how this works. We have 3 questions for each other. They're complete secrets. We have no idea what is our counterpart is going to ask us. We're going to play a quick game of rock, paper, Spock to see who will go first to either ask or be asked. And then chaos will ensue. Hopefully. I don't know about you, but I could use a little madness. Swoop.
I don't know. Do I need to start crip walking? No, we won't. We won't do that.
Absolutely not.
We won't do that.
But before we get into the madness that is our favorite pastime, quick updates. How is your monthly goal going?
I am doing all right. My monthly goal, for just quick recap, is for me to quit smoking altogether.
I had stuff to do with that. That was me.
So my monthly goal was to quit smoking. So I am actually doing all right. I have not, and I vape. I don't smoke. I don't smoke of the cigarettes or the cigars anymore.
But vaping
Unless
counts.
I'm in New Orleans, I will absolutely buy a cigar if I'm in New Orleans, and I will look like a whole douche, and I don't care.
Should I get you a matching fedora?
I don't care. When I go out of town, if there's a cigar lounge, I'm going to go.
Of course.
But my daily smoking, and I vape. I vape legally. Just so you know, I got like a whole job and stuff. I'm actually doing pretty good with it. I am almost out of fluid, and I out of my 3 bottles, and I am in sheer panic mode. I actually, Fuganaki. I'll go tomorrow. I was supposed to go to my vape shop and get I burnt out one of my what's the names. And I said I would only keep one. Like I used to keep 2. I said I would only keep one now, but it's time for me to buy another one. And some more filters so I don't be smoking BS into my lungs. But I'm actually doing. It all
sounds complicated. Why does it sound so complicated? You're supposed to be quitting, and it's worse than most science projects.
It's complicated. I don't know what I'm going to do for that first week. I don't have it. Like I don't even know if I'm going to be with y'all. Like I might check all the way out. Just I don't want to do nothing.
I was about to say it can't be that bad, but I remember quitting and it was that bad.
First 2 days I quit smoking, I either need to be up in somebody, constantly taking out my anger, or I need to be screaming and at the gym boxing on something. Like it's not going to be pleasant. My attitude is going to take a whole dump. But enough about me. How are you doing on your goals, Miss A?
Well, for the 20 some odd people who follow us on Instagram, you may have noticed. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Shameless plug, by the way. Boring Broth. Boring.broth on Instagram. Yeah, follow. I wore a dress today. Okay, when you're watching this, everyone, it would have been the Tuesday before this aired. I wore a dress for the first time since I was 21. I'm not going to tell you how old I am because I just aged up. And but yeah, I wore a dress. It was an experience. It wasn't bad. Like, I didn't die, so however, if I had to change one thing, it would be the fact that I would have picked a day that wasn't so damn windy.
Hey man, give him that Marilyn Monroe.
No.
No,
not even in the slightest. But
booty
of course,
booty butt cheek. I'm sorry.
Of course, I would pick the windiest day in weeks to wear the lightest fabric dress imaginable. But it was I didn't die. But
he kept swearing that it was gonna be just the worst thing ever.
Yo.
Worst thing ever. Like you didn't talk no smack about it. You ain't calling them unfinished pants. Like you didn't.
They still are unfinished pants. Like they are straight.
You didn't do any
incomplete pantaloons.
You didn't do any of that. So I'm proud of you. We're gonna go whole lady yet. Just we gonna get you out of this tomboy phase.
But why? My tomboy phase is freaking awesome.
Nothing wrong with a nice tomboy phase, but you got to be able to dress it up a little bit.
I don't want to do both. I'm bisexual enough as it is. I gotta draw the line somewhere.
You ain't got to draw no line. Listen, look, peeps. One day I'm gonna get Miss A to put a pair of heels on. She says she's not going. She says she's not gonna do it ever. Like she was adamant about. Like I've never heard her. No, I'm not doing that. No.
The first 3 years of our knowing each other, I wore practically nothing but heels.
And now you wear practically nothing but Chucks or nothing.
I don't see the problem with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with wearing Chucks. But dang.
Whatever.
If you don't you got to take sundress and heels is springtime gear. You got to be ready for this.
Let them, that sounds like complete and utter nonsense.
Let the feet out. They need to breathe.
My feet breathe.
Your feet breathe. They breathe air in the house. That's what they breathe. They breathe air in the house. Let your feet bring them out for the people to see. You got a big boy with it. Stick that thing out there like you got a pair of gaiters on.
I'm good. Like, there are weird people out there who have this thing about feet, and I've had people come up to me and make unnecessary comments about my toes, and I have to no. See out here getting folks in trouble.
I'm just saying, man. You know this.
I know.
Bona fide toe sucker. Like that is my thing. Bona fide. You go up all you want. I don't care.
Oh my God, that's disgusting.
I don't care. I'll shove wash feet in my mouth. I'll wash them too, shove them in my mouth. Look here. We a family friendly podcast, but I ain't ish. I don't care.
It's just gross.
I don't care. Your foot clean, I'll lick your heel. I don't give a damn.
Gross.
Okay. All you want.
On that note, we're moving on. I can't.
Trying to get 3 knuckles in my mouth.
Let's
get me started. Don't get me started.
No.
We're gonna stay on top. Go on now. Go on.
All right. Rock, paper, spot. If you don't come on.
It's about to go left.
Oh my God. Okay.
We'll say
rock, paper, spot.
Say fetishes for another episode. Hey man, what did I do last week? Shit.
Okay. If you don't come on. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Are you cheating?
I'm not. I wasn't in the camera. Okay, we'll do it again. I wasn't in the camera.
Okay.
So
ready?
Ready.
1, 2, 3.
Damn it.
Dude, come on, man.
Hey, come on.
1, 2, 3. All right, you won.
Bam. Just for the record, I didn't cheat. I won the first time.
All right. So, do you want to ask your questions, or would you like to be asked?
I'm about to ask.
You want to ask?
About to ask.
Okay.
All right. Boring broth questions from Miss A this week. Number 1 question is: name 3 things you cannot live without ever. Mandatory in life. can't not have.
In anime?
No, anything. 3 things you absolutely need. They are essential to your survival as Miss A. Can't live without them. Have to have them.
I'm not ready for this. All my questions are anime related. Okay, 3 things I cannot live without: my phone, number 1. A halfway decent takeout place. I don't really care what kind of food they serve, just as long as the food is good. And
talking Chinese takeout, right?
I'm saying Chinese, Mexican, a halfway decent pizza place, ramen spot. As long as the food is good, I'll F with it.
I'm not gonna compound on top of that, but let's go
on. And my Tigger.
Cell phone,
decent a good takeout place.
Takeout space, and Tigger.
And
we talking no stripe Tigger or the stripe Tigger? Because one of them is near death.
No stripe Tigger.
One of them is Mufasa.
He has stripes.
One of them is Mufasa.
He has them stripes. Just can't
see
them.
Had stripes. He had stripes. He used to. They don't even look like Tigger, like some kind of orange rabbit. Like what the heck?
You leave my baby alone.
Okay. I think probably smell like 1992.
Hush you take that back. Tigger is
you
awesome.
Putting up with eyeballs and fluff.
You leave him out of this. All right, second question.
All right, second question. 3 favorite foods and why?
Shit snacking crackers. Third favorite food would have to be churros. Love me a good churro. I think that is 100% the Southern California in me. Growing up, where I could go to get fresh churros at any given time has completely wrecked me.
Yeah, we don't have that over here.
I'm so sorry.
But a fresh hot churro, boy, that might be up there with donuts. I mean, it's not up there with donuts, but it might be up there with donuts.
My second favorite food would have to be corn asada, anything with pico de gallo. Like corn asada burrito, corn asada fries, corn asada nachos, corn asada tacos with extra pico de gallo.
I don't get this.
Dude, you just mad because you can't have the
awesomeness. It's steak and cheese meat. It's steak and cheese meat. Like it's
carne asada.
It's steak and cheese meat. I get that at the local curry out when I go to DC to go visit my grandma, who I love dearly. I stop over at the Far East and I get me give me 3 wings with fried mumble sauce on everything. Give me a half a cheese, half a steak cheese with
what
American.
What kind of nonsense sauce is it?
First of all, don't be disrespectful.
How you gonna tell me that? And you just straight up disrespected my carne asada, dude.
I'm not disrespecting. I'm just saying you put all this stock in carne asada. I'm like I've seen carne asada. It's cheesesteak steak. I know steak and cheesesteak when I see it. You think you fooling?
It's carne asada.
You think you fooling? That's the same stuff that you get inside the frozen food section when you was hood and young, and you put that in the pan and make a cheesesteak out of it. You put that slice of crab on top of it.
But no, it is not the same. It is not.
I know what cheesesteak look like. Got daggone steak and cheese steak.
Okay. My favorite food.
Okay.
Point blank period. Are burgers. I love burgers. I don't always get a good one. In fact, most of the time they are pretty bad. But I will go out of my way to get a good burger. Like my preferred style of burger is double meat, cheese, bacon, with the works. Caramelized onions. a solid burger. It does not have to be fancy. In fact, I prefer if it was not. Just give me a basic burger. 99.99% of the time, people could not get that right.
Nothing wrong with a good burger. Good burgers.
I'm saying.
This is American as free flowing racism.
Saying.
It's American.
And the other thing about burgers is I guarantee you can go to another country and they will have this immaculate creation that is far superior than most of the stuff we make. And it's an art form. Like I have seen in places like Germany and Japan and Korea where, people make these burgers and how they cater to the meat and the vegetables. It's amazeballs. I'm all for it.
Good deal.
All right.
Your turn. On to the third question.
I'm here to hit some sensitive spots, so be prepared.
Okay, we're going to the third question. It's my turn.
Okay. Question number 1.
You can't stop me. I'm not even done.
Oh yeah, that's right. You have 4 questions.
That was only 2 questions.
Oh,
that was
only
2 questions. Question number 3. Goodness.
Well, you have multiple parts.
Because that's the way I asked my question with a degree of difficulty to make you think. Question number 3. Top 5 places you want to visit.
Good God. What is this, a list? Okay. Top 5 places.
No context. Top 5 places you want to visit.
Okay. Number 5. Somewhere in South America. Brazil, Argentina, Quetzalcoatl. I don't really care. Somewhere in South America. Number 4. Stop interrupting me. Number 4. Greece.
Beautiful place.
Yeah. Number 3, London. Number 2, South Korea. And of course, Japan is number 1.
Bloke.
I want to go to Britain for their bangers.
Yeah. It's not what you think. It's actually a food. Get your mind out the gutter.
I mean, whatever comes first, and you could take that any way you want to.
Never mind. Put your minds back in the gutter because clearly hers there.
All right.
Number 4. Last question. That's
right.
Since you spooked me last week. Who is your husbando?
My husbando? Oh, this is not fair. Okay. Husbando so far is Hawk from the Dawn. That man is anime fine. Point blank period. But he has a runner up and it makes me feel so bad because your boy's still in high school. Todoroki. Homie, when you hit 30, holla at me. Todoroki is bad. I'm sorry, and I feel so bad. He's in high school. He is a child.
But anime does not adhere to the rules of the world.
I know, but I should not be laxed in my ways because. But it's like he's like the anime version of young Keanu Reeves with different color hair, and real life husbando is Keanu Reeves. Like I love that man. So
Keanu Dracula. Keanu Reeves might be the Denzel Washington of white people. Like
how dare you?
He plays the same. He's the same person in every movie he's in.
That is not true.
John Wick is Neo. In more violent form.
Even though I do not remember his character's name, Speed. Okay, that's when I fell in love with him with Speed. I was just like, oh, take control of that bus, Keanu. That was like in the 2nd grade.
bet Keanu Reeves got like a multi-million-dollar house. It has one full-size bed, some stuff in the kitchen, and like 4 bottles of liquor. Like that's what Keanu Reeves like. He lives like he was like a hermit. So you
I'm
haven't
with
seen
it.
this. So you haven't seen this GQ spread that he just did, huh?
Of course I have.
Okay,
Okay, is it my turn? Is it my turn?
it's your turn. Keanu Reeves
Okay.
like he don't wash with soap.
Of course he doesn't. He caresses his lovely sexiness with only the finest
Nothing. Like he been there with water just hitting his skin.
rose water and cream.
Hibiscus.
And
Keanu
the
Reeves like he
tears.
go in the shower and turn around 3 times and get out.
You know,
Brush his teeth
I do
with
not
just brushing
appreciate.
water.
I
And
don't
gargles
appreciate
with
this.
artisan water.
I will not stand for your Keanu slander. How dare you?
I'm just saying, man. Keanu Reeves don't like he clean. Like
Whatever. That
he got
man
a
is
lot
the
of
cleanest
footage.
thing walking.
Like, just
He's fine. Leave him alone before he shoots you while riding a horse. That was the sexiest thing I've ever
Probably.
seen. I saw that trailer. That was like, yes, everything I've ever wanted. It's a man shooting another man on a motorcycle while riding a horse.
It's your turn. Go ahead, ask away.
Okay. First question. Now, if you don't notice, mine has a theme. So be prepared.
I have no theme. I'm gonna work on that.
What is your fondest memory that involves anime?
I can go a bunch of places with that. So, for the sake of time and argument, I will start with probably my first. Would it be better for me to do my first memory or my first? I would do that. My first memory. So, my uncle JJ, who is my favorite uncle, he is the most wonderful. He is the funniest person I've ever met in my life, ever. Ever. Like if there was anybody who I want to be my dad, if my dad wasn't alive, it would be my Uncle JJ. He's ridiculous. But my Uncle JJ used to have a whole bunch of VHS tapes. And we used to come to his house. He did. He used to record everything. Like he had like 4 or 5 VCRs, be recording stuff all the time when we buy videos. Like he was crazy. Like there's something wrong with him. But anyway, my Uncle JJ was the first person I ever seen like true anime at his house. My Uncle JJ started my love for anime because he likes anime, but he likes old school anime. So my Uncle JJ is like an Ultraman fan. Like the original Ultraman who was getting his ass kicked all the fucking time and that little thing was blinking on the chest and he about to die. Not this new Netflix stuff that's out here right now. That's all right. Don't get me wrong. Good storyline, but that's not Ultraman. Ultraman is the red and white dude who was always getting his ass kicked by goddamn kaiju. That's the Ultraman I remember. Ultraman was always dying, looked like he about to die some terrible death and then come back. I hate him. He gets on my nerves. But he just my Uncle JJ used to watch Ultraman all the time, but then he would watch all kinds of stuff. Like as far as like Japanese culture, he was the person who introduced me to it because he liked westerns too, but he watched a lot of like Godzilla. First time I ever seen a Godzilla movie was at his house. I love Godzilla. Love Godzilla. Love it. Love it. Love Godzilla. But he also turned me on to the one thing I had never seen before, who that is my ultimate favorite anime, is I saw my first episode of Voltron at his house. I love Voltron. Voltron does no wrong in my eyes. None. Voltron is the greatest anime anything situation ever created. I don't care what anybody says. It's the greatest cartoon ever in the history of life. You can take that however way you want. But I don't think technically.
Huh? Are you about to fight the mic?
I'm about to fight the mic. I'm not about to fight the mic at all. But Voltron was based off of a Japanese situation, off of Gundam. So it's Americanized. But Voltron is like great, and Gundam is wonderful. Like Gundam is great. Storyline's a little too broad for me. It's kind of like Dragon Ball Z. But yeah, that is my fondest memory because every time I go over his house, like he had a 4-bedroom house, and you would walk in, it was one level and another level. When you walk in, he had 2 TVs in the living room. Made no sense. He had like 8 TVs in the house. He's like the only black person in Capitol Heights that had like more than 2 TVs. And they were like floor models. Like, where was he getting all it? He was doing a lot of illegal things too, but we're not gonna get into all that. But go in his house, I hang a right. He would even let me go in his bedroom when him and my Aunt Mary stayed. Go in the bedroom, or I go in the secondary room that was right across from like it. Go down the hallway, make a right there. There was another little TV in that room, was a little TV or whatever, and the VCR hooked up to it, and I would be in there all day. Like if I wasn't outside playing, as soon as I was done, I'm in there. He'd go make me a Coke float. I'm gonna miss that man if something ever happened now. He'd make me a Coke float, and I would go sit in there, and I would literally space. Just and I would watch and I would watch I would rot my brain watching. I wouldn't watch nothing else. Watch anime till I was about to puke. Just all kinds of stuff. All kinds of Kira.
That is still one of the most beautiful animated anime movies.
Yeah, just
the level of so detail.
Princess, like it was so many. I think the first time I seen Princess Mononoke was at his house. I don't even know why he had that. Like it just some random.
So you have seen Princess Mononoke?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay, when I asked you, you were like, you had not seen Princess Mononoke. Because I had asked you, had you seen any Ghibli? You were like, what's a Ghibli?
That's what you said, Ghibli, and I was like, what? What's it?
And I was Ghibli? Like, I don't know. Have you seen,
Spirited Away? Come out of chicken and you fry them up and batter.
That's giblets, and we all know that.
You said Ghibli. I don't know what Ghibli is, but if you just say Princess Mononoke, I was like, oh yeah, I know what that is. Princess Mononoke. I think you went too technical, and I didn't know what you were talking about.
I still want to get the little spirit, the little Princess Mononoke spirit, the tree spirit. I still want to get that tattoo.
See?
The ones whose head they did a little battling.
I know for a fact that the first time I ever seen him was over there, and he was I was sitting there watching it with him. He was over there half asleep. Like, well, I don't know what the hell going on the TV, and I was just in there. I would just keep watching it, but it sparked my love for anime that just grew from there. Like it just, but then it sparked my like for Americanized cartoons too. So, but we're talking about anime, so let's move on.
Okay, so your second question is, which anime character best embodies you? Like if you had an anime counterpart, good, bad, or indifferent, who would that character be?
Shikamaru.
Really? Is Shikamaru who you want to be, or is he who you are?
If I'm a nerd by nature, I'm not that nerdy. I'm not that nerd. Like I was sort of nerdy. Like it might be a mixture of Shikamaru, Pidge, and Rowan of Strata. Like it just it varies. Like it really varies.
Would you like to know who I think and
the introvertedness of Sai of the Torrent. But we're gonna get. I'm just saying, like if I had to,
I wouldn't have not chose any of them for you.
If I had to pick a character I would want to be, I always want to use my intellect before I use violence. And if I have to use violence, I will much rather use my intellect. Like I'm not a person, like I've gotten in plenty of fights in my day, but I was much better in insulting you with something that would hurt you a lot more than my fist. Then that got my ass kicked plenty of times growing up. And it also won me a lot of fights because you were acting off emotion and you couldn't concentrate because, I brought out the fact that your daddy left a long time ago and your uncle used to touch you and how you ain't got no food in your refrigerator. How I got privy to that information was I was a devious little bastard. But if you wanted to pick on me, I was gonna pick on it, like, and it was gonna come out. I was gonna save it till I can really, really use it, and I wanted the most people in the world to hear it. So, but Shikamaru is everything that I would want to be. I would want if I had to build me a man, I would want his intellect. If I had to, for tenacity, it would be Naruto all day. I love Naruto's tenacity and his never give up spirit. That guy
Yeah, try
probably the
and binge
reason.
watch his show. Believe it.
First of all, we're not gonna be
Believe
this will not. I
it.
turn all this off. Well, I flip all this stuff. Well, if you want me to tear this room up, we are not gonna be disrespectful of the nine-tailed fox boy. We don't do that.
Believe it.
We don't diss Naruto. I don't diss the lightning bolt kid. You don't diss Naruto. We don't do that.
Lightning bolt kid. You mean the lightning beast? Oh, my Todoroki?
I don't diss Potter. You don't diss Naruto.
Well, you could have Potter. Potter's not even my favorite.
I diss the whole franchise. Like, don't get me started.
Good luck. Actually, I have always pictured you as more of a Rock Lee type.
What?
You give off serious Rock Lee vibes.
Me?
Yes, you.
That is the furthest thing from I would ever say about me ever in life. I'm not that dedicated to nothing. Like, just
that
nothing.
is a bold-faced lie.
I got children, and my love has limitations.
Face lie. I'm telling you, you're more Rock Lee than you know. Okay, third question.
You got to explain that one, but all right, we'll come back to that. We'll say that for the podcast.
Don't forget to once you're done watching this, go over to our podcast for part 2 of episode 2, where we go into depth with about more of our love for anime.
That's right, baby. Check us out on SoundCloud. Born Broth, exactly as it sounds.
Again,
Boring
shameless plug. Okay, third question.
Third.
What anime show or movie would you turn into hentai? If you could. For those of you who do not know, hentai is anime porn.
It would probably be Naruto. Like, just Naruto makes the most sense for porn purposes. Like, it doesn't have to make sense for porn purposes. Porn doesn't make sense. It's too many beautiful women on that show to not want to turn into hentai. Like, who wouldn't want to see Tenten get pounded? Like, she's too stuck up. Here's the
thing. Like, there is Naruto hentai.
But it's whack. Like, it's not.
But
it's whack.
My question is, when is porn ever really good in general? Just you tell me.
When is whatever good?
Porn ever good.
When is porn ever good?
I mean, we're talking like porn? I'm talking about storyline and like it has a purpose.
What is this, the 90s?
It's not cinematic,
Get to the banging. We can skip all that BS, right? Who wants to hear the talking? Shed clothes, start crushing. Like, just we're beyond that. Like, the 90s was great for that. Like, that stuff was funny in the 90s. Like, it was hilarious. In the 70s, they did more fucking than talking in the 70s than they did and then even in the 80s was a little more. They get about 2 minutes. 90s was a whole like dialogue, like you're trying to be actors. What are y'all doing? That shit was funny. It was hilarious, but no. And you know how I feel about him. You know how I feel about that hentai. That's why I asked the question. It get too weird with it, man. I'm just saying, like, we don't need tentacle monsters everywhere. Like, just God damn it.
All right, if you guys want to find out,
then an 8 tentacled monster doing its damage. That doesn't appeal to me. For people that appeal to seek Christ, like, I don't even believe.
Well, I was gonna say, if you want to find out how weird or how much of an issue hentai is for Nick, to go over to SoundCloud and listen to part 2. But he basically told you it's the tentacles. Your boy does not like tentacles. I have to say, I have to agree, because I'm actually afraid of octopodes, which is the correct word for multiple octopus, and squids. Yeah, and squid.
Throw octopus at Miss A and watch her pass out screaming
oh, oh,
flying,
that's it.
flying
I'm
octopi.
done. I quit. I am scared of them. They are just too intelligent. Like they're they're the mob bosses. You know, they do stuff and get away with it. You don't know how many people they've murdered because they're too smart to get caught.
One day I see Miss A, I'm gonna get a fake sticky tentacle situation and I'm gonna chuck it at her head like people.
And you're gonna get punched in the throat. Why would you do that?
Like people hit their churn with cheese. I'm gonna hit her in the face with an octopi and I'm gonna run.
And that would be our last episode of Boring Broth. It has been great, folks. Our friendship is over. That was
that you can't get out of that easy. You have to. I'm gonna record it. You have to admit that's funny.
No, being hit in the face by something that you're afraid of. How is that funny?
It's funny.
Okay. All right, you guys. That'll do it for episode 2, part 1. To hear us go into depth about our favorite anime.
Just saying, it's fun.
And why he wants to hit me in the face with a tentacle monster. Go over to SoundCloud and check out part 2. Also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter. And we, for some reason, have a Reddit page. I don't know what I was thinking at the time. All of the information in the basement down below. Thank you for joining us. We look forward to hearing and seeing from you. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we will see you guys next Friday.
Peace.
Bye.